With great anticipation, we welcome the arrival of the new year, 2024. At the start of every new year, people are filled with high hopes of a better life. Yet, some still find themselves grappling with the same challenges of the previous year. This should not be the case for God's people. Here are 3 principles to guide you away from reliving the same challenges of the past year in this new one. Number 1, refrain from relying solely on your personal strength and willpower. Instead, seek the wisdom and strength of God. In today's bustling world, many tend to fixate on their professional obligations, thinking only of work, and more work. Don't get me wrong, because being hardworking is a good thing and no lazy man has a future in God's kingdom. Please purpose to set aside at least an hour before you begin your day, and at least one in the evening amidst your busy schedule to just seek and thank God. However, some Christians hurriedly utter a 1-minute prayer and read a Bible verse, completing their spiritual routine in a mere 3 minutes. Others are caught in the whirlwind of work-focused routines, forget to pray altogether, driven by the fear of being tardy as they hastily prepare to leave home for work. It is important to note that in the life of a believer, by prioritizing this sacred time with God, you unlock the doors to His strength, wisdom, and guidance, paving the way for a year defined by purpose and fulfillment. We experience prosperity not solely because of our diligent efforts but because the Lord blesses the work of our hands. As we step into this new year, make it your foremost intention to prioritize seeking God and His kingdom. In doing so, all the desires you hold for this year, whether it be acquiring a home, finding a life partner, advancing in your career, or securing a new job, will be granted unto you. Reflecting the words found in Matthew 6 verse 33, "But seek first His kingdom and His righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well," let your primary focus be on God's kingdom, trusting that He will graciously provide for all your needs and aspirations. Secondly, it is crucial to steer clear of any doubt concerning the power of God. Many of us attend church services to welcome the new year, where priests or pastors often leads us in making declarations. In my church, for instance, we compile a list of our aspirations for the upcoming year, leave them at the altar, and the pastor prays over them. The atmosphere in the church is charged with faith and hope in God. However, a common challenge arises when we return to our homes and workplaces. It is easy to become fixated on the difficulties that surround us, questioning the feasibility of the things we prayed for, as if they are too gigantic for God to fulfill. Let us reflect on the account of the famine in Samaria. In 2 Kings chapter 7, we encounter an officer of the king who doubted God's power, creativity, and swiftness in fulfilling His word which He had spoken through the prophet Elisha. The officer's skepticism led to dire consequences such that he perished. As narrated in verse 17, people trampled him at the gate, and he died, just as Elisha had forewarned him due to his disbelief. Further, the book of James 1 verses 6 to 8 reinforces the importance of unwavering faith. It says, "But when you ask, you must believe and not doubt, because the one who doubts is like a wave of the sea, blown and tossed by the wind." That person should not expect to receive anything from the Lord. Such a person is double-minded and unstable in all they do. Therefore, in this new year, resist underestimating the transformative power of God. Refrain from entertaining doubt and instead place complete trust in the unfathomable abilities of God. Let your faith be steadfast, and remember that if you doubt, you will receive nothing from God of all that you have desired to pursue this year. The third and final principle underscores the importance of living a life characterized by love, compassion, and generosity towards our neighbors. 1 Corinthians 16 verse 14 urges us to conduct ourselves with love in all that we do. In a world that can often be harsh and unforgiving, Christians are uniquely called to embody a life marked by love and compassion. As we embark on this new year, let love be the motivating force behind every action you undertake. Strive to exemplify a Christ-like love to those around you. By positively influencing our relationships within the community, we not only enhance our own prosperity but also contribute to the well-being of others. Additionally, make it a purposeful endeavor to embrace generosity in the coming year, understanding the principle that whoever sows generously will also reap generously. Take a heartfelt approach to giving, deciding within your heart what to contribute, free from compulsion or reluctance. Do not turn a blind eye to the needs of your neighbors, recognizing that you have the capacity to make a difference. Seek out genuine cases within your sphere of influence because, just as in farming, the quality of the ground you sow into matters. Through such intentional acts of generosity, you position yourself to align with God's abundance and blessings throughout this year. Thank you so much for watching, and please remember to subscribe to my channel. Purpose to walk with God, and may He bless you abundantly this year.